My name is Jimmy Harper. I live in Grand Haven, Michigan, and I'm 62 years old. I've been struggling with alcohol for the last 25, 30 years. While in prison, I became an alcoholic. And, when I got out of prison, I thought I had this whipped. And I came from Arkansas to Michigan and started a new life with an awesome wife and family. But I continued to struggle every single day. And, I was a binge drinker. I would drink and I'd be okay for a few months. And then all the chaos and everything that I created just was such a disaster to my wife, to my kids, to my grandkids. And at 60 years old, I decided that there had to be a complete change. It couldn't just be, go to church, be a Christian on Sunday, and then be in the world the other 6 days of the week. So the day I came here, I retired from my job, and I came and went through this program. I had some medical issues that I had to get taken care of. But one of the biggest things that West Michigan Adult Teen Challenge has done for me is it taught me discipline. It taught me how to discipline myself. As a manager out in the workforce, I was very disciplined at work, but when I went home, I was non-disciplined. But being here for a few months in the program and going through lower growth and going into upper growth, and I made some mistakes. I failed. I went out and had a surgery and I relapsed, but 4 months into this program, and then I came back. It took a lot to get me to come back because all the guilt and all the shame and all the disappointment and everything that I had done. But when I decided to come back, I had a conversation with God about my life and who I am. And I think at that moment, that's when I completely surrendered to God. And I came back and my life started a huge change. By going to the classes and by being in chapel and being away from my family, because that's a huge thing, being away from your family, and staying grounded and staying disciplined to stay here and do this program. And then 10 months into the program, I found out I had cancer. We decided I needed to leave. So I went home and, I was at a point in my life that I knew God had this, that he was going to take care of this regardless of what happened. At home, it took me to the point of the three young men in a fiery furnace. And what they told Nebuchadnezzar, telling him that we're not going to bow down to you. And, in the words that I really highlighted in my Bible was, but if not, I know where I'm going. I know who I am. And, but after the surgeries and being disconnected, this place, West Michigan Adult Teen Challenge, has become such a huge part of my life and who I am. And, it's been 2 years and I continue to come back and I continue to, tell a small testimony, just hoping that, it would help somebody. And, today I come here and I volunteer and I help because West Michigan Adult Teen Challenge was a huge part in saving my life. And I have so much gratitude and, I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful, for everything that's happened in life that, I have to give back because, you can have something and if you don't give back, what is it? To me, it's an opportunity to just show other people that, hey, you can do this. You can make it through this program. You can be a blessing and you can have an awesome life. The key to be successful in this, to me, is it's complete, total surrender to God. Because without total surrender, there would always be a part of me that wants to hold on to the old. But until I totally surrendered, things weren't going to change. But if you come here and you pay attention and you listen to what's being said and you say, okay, God, this belongs to you, your life can change.